Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Film Buds podcast. This is episode number
71.
72.
Dang.
72.
Was I here for the 71?
No one else was. I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, and my name is Henry.
I'm Chloe.
And today we're going to be talking about M. Night Shyamalan's highly anticipated Glass. And then we're going to be doing...
I think Henry hated it.
been doing a retro review of Suicide Squad. And then we have, I guess we'll talk about the Oscar noms, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Plenty of stuff going on with that. And, you know, all the usual
Poor James.
stuff. Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
They 26 people.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us once again on this sunny,
Beautiful day.
yeah, chilly but beautiful day.
Yeah.
So
That's how I like to think of myself.
chilly but beautiful. Yeah. Well, Chloe, how are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about how I myself am pretty, some could say stable, some could say stagnant, one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Most people who listen to this probably don't think I'm a listener, but I'm a listener of a person.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I come off a little not like the listener. I never listen to you.
That's true.
But in real life, I do. Don't worry. You have a friend in me, to quote Toy Story,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So then, so I'm a listener, basically. And the news has really just been grasping me lately, and I feel like it's a similar kind of thing. You know? Like, I always stay up to date, but lately I've been, like, really engaged.
Oh, yeah?
More than usual.
Plugged in. As
they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. You know, like I said, always you and I, very up to date, very aware. The shutdown was really a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that really had me involved because I, wanted to know when people were going to be able to eat again, basically.
Yeah, that little thing.
If you live locally, donate to Table. It's a really good time for it or go and work there. Take a shift because they had to do because it's a local organization that gives food meals to kids who need it, and they're fresh and organic and everything, right? They do it every day. They do fresh food. But lately they've been doing it for the whole families of people who are furloughed. So now's a good time because that is at least 5 times usually as much output. So that's a little plug.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ari Melber is my fave. I don't know. You know Ari Melber on MSNBC?
No.
He's the best. I can't stand most of them. Most of them get on my nerves, but he's the best. So if you're trying to get into it, that's my advice. He also loves hip hop. He's funny. He says people are shook. I live for that. He's the best. He's a lawyer. I love him.
That's great.
So that kind of counts as what we talk about. It's TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough.
So that's where I've been. I've been like, what the heck is going on today?
Yeah.
And finally the shutdown doth ended-ish. So that's great.
I could see you just kind of going to your TV and be like, all right, what the heck is going on today? I'm just sitting down, turning on the
on my
tube.
stationary bicycle.
Yeah.
Exactly what I do. I say, Ari, it's 6 o'clock. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know that's right. True.
I guess one thing veering off a little bit is we have a new Instagram page that I've created and is actually going to be,
done.
Kind of kept up to date.
If we get enough followers and stuff, we should put pictures of our lives, real lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we reach this many followers, you'll be able to see a fifth of our face, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm sure people are dying to
know what we look like.
Yeah.
They could probably figure it out pretty easily. Except, like I said, you spell my name wrong on the thing, and it keeps me nice and under the radar, and I really like that.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the Film Buds podcast, and you can get that in the show notes. The link.
The Film Buds podcast.
The Film Buds podcast. Yeah,
Straight up.
All one word or no spaces.
You should follow Ari Melber on Instagram.
Yeah, that too. Once
just kidding. Just kidding.
Follow us there. You'll see some cool images. Posters and all this stuff from our.
We'll follow you back. We're like a bot, but you don't have to pay us. Yeah,
upcoming episodes and all that stuff. So do that. And, comment on stuff and all that.
You should follow Clobo so people can find that because everybody loves that account.
Yeah.
Clobo.
Yeah. I think I do follow you.
It's Meg's. No, it's not me. It's Meg. I don't have an Instagram.
Oh.
But it's only pictures of me.
Oh, I see.
Looking terrible.
Interesting.
Yeah. You obviously haven't looked closely enough.
No.
Because it's a time.
Yeah.
It's just all the terrible pictures of me.
Oh, good.
There's some weird stuff on there. Yeah.
I'll check it out.
Have an evening,
Yeah.
It can take a while.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. So I'm going to be writing. It's very much a part-time thing. But I'm going to start writing for this movie and TV news site called MovieWeb.
How exciting!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And I'm going to be doing like the entertainment news for them.
That's so cool.
Starting tomorrow or and so yeah, if you want to see some of my writing,
oh my god, I do.
It's going to be on movieweb.com.
And Letterboxd is Henry's favorite thing.
Letterboxd, follow me there.
How exciting! Congratulations, Henry. They're lucky.
Thank you. Yeah, I've written for a few ones before, but I'm just kind of getting back into the whole writing game.
How exciting!
Yeah,
you feel good.
Yeah, and News of Orange. Actually, I emailed them, and they said they might want some freelance work from me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Good for you.
Orange County is the county we're in, so for people
not the cool one.
Yeah, not we're not in California,
Cali,
unfortunately. But so things are starting to look up.
You go.
Thank you. I will.
Yes. Leave now.
Yes. I'm going. I have to go right. So, yeah. All right. Anything else that we should mention? Chloe, we got to do at some point soon, our promised Harry Potter special.
I forgot about that.
We got to get some guests on and do that at some point,
Yee. What fun.
Yeah.
Totally forgot.
Yeah. So,
whoops.
Cool. All right. Well, with all that said, I guess we can just jump into our review
right
into Glass.
Here's a clip.
We have a clip, so take a listen.
Madam, I am Mr. Pritchard. I'm a professor of cinema, specifically Japanese, 1950s to the 1980s. And I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing here. I'm very much in favor of Kevin's reemergence, and yet I find myself in a goddamn prison cell, and I can assure you I am not an...
Young man, wait! You will not be able to get to the light. It is set off by distance as well as being monitored by a camera. I know this seems very unfair to you, but you are stuck in this room.
Guy the Beast fought? He's right there. You can't beat the Beast. You don't think he can beat the Beast, does he? Huh? Beast's like, I don't think he can beat the Beast, does he?
So Glass is written and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Stars James McAvoy, Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, Anya Taylor-Joy, Sarah Paulson, M. Night Shyamalan. Did you know he's in this?
I saw him.
Okay.
He talked.
Yeah.
So I caught on pretty easily.
He wasn't great, but
how dare you?
The synopsis.
That yellow shirt was beautiful.
The synopsis is security guard David Dunn uses his supernatural abilities to track Kevin Wendell Crumb, a disturbed man who has 24 personalities.
I thought he had more now.
No. Just this.
I made that up?
Yeah.
Dang.
So
let me say two things off the bat.
Okay.
Kevin Wendell Crumb is a great name.
It is. It sounds like a Harry Potter character.
It's so good. And I forgot the other thing.
Okay.
Read the thing again so I can remember it, please.
A disturbed man who has 24 personalities?
No.
Security guard David Dunn.
No.
Uses his supernatural abilities to track down Kevin Wendell Crumb.
Nope. Was that the whole thing? Dang.
Yeah.
All right, we lost it.
Yeah, but this one is the concluding film in his trilogy.
I'm really upset it's the last one.
Yeah. With Unbreakable and then most recently Split. And
The names aren't good for a trilogy.
They're not great, but...
I thought they'd be really good names, but they're not.
Hmm.
Like Glass makes sense. It's because when he made Unbreakable, I don't think he was planning on this. Contrary to whatever you say, M. Night, I know you.
Yeah.
From the old country.
Real. Get real.
Unbreakable, then maybe...
Well, Split kind of makes sense.
Split does make sense. Unbreakable, Split, Glass don't make sense. Split almost makes sense, but not quite. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Breakable and Glass could make sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Split. It's like which one of these things is not like the other, but they're all like one of the others, but not all both the others.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they were all in the same verbiage, maybe like a bull, or is that tacky?
Might be a little too on the nose.
Gee willikers. It's a tough game.
It's done now, though, so.
It's a tough game.
It is.
Ugh.
This one is, so I guess since Split was very well received, and Unbreakable was also pretty critically acclaimed. People were...
Unbreakable, don't at me, is one of the best
it's
action movies of all time.
It was ahead of its time.
It's so... All of his movies are. That's the thing. Don't judge this too quick.
I wouldn't say all of them.
The whatever was good.
What?
The Village?
Oh, yeah. The Village is great.
That's great. People didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
All of his movies you got to watch a couple times. You got to watch the first time, and now listen.
What about The Happening?
Now be quiet, okay? Now...
Okay, although I do like in his divisiveness, I like Lady in the Water.
I like Lady in the Water.
Yeah.
It's cool.
A lot of people don't.
At least he's interesting, you feel me?
Yeah.
Without being grotesque. Or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's interesting, not for... He's just on his own. It's like that kid in class, in the preschool or wherever, who's in the corner.
Doodling on his lunchbox.
Exactly.
Creating monsters.
If you need to figure out on your own what glue tastes like, you do that. Not too much now, but a little bit, we can do that.
Yeah.
You want to get your pants...
in moderation, listeners.
You want to get your pants super dirty every single day because you can't figure out that it's not going to feel good? You do that.
Been there.
You know? There's a kid every year who gets filthy every day first thing.
That would be me.
Really?
A lot of the time.
I used to jump off the top of the slide. I like... Talk about Suicide Squad.
Jeez.
I like
this
it.
Guy.
I did reckless AF thing. I was a little daredevil. I was a mess.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how I don't know if you can see it. Wait, if I go like this, can you see it? I have a scar in the right middle of my forehead.
I think so.
Yeah, it's because I jumped off the top of the slide. I did all kinds of nonsense. I know. Call me Mr. Glass. I've broken so many bones.
Oh, yeah,
you know how many bones I've broken?
Yeah,
Wait, have I talked about my disorder on here yet?
We did last time.
Yeah, I should be. I'm a superhero. I can look at all this crap I can do.
Yeah.
You see this?
Yeah, she's...
Put my legs behind my head.
Oof.
I can twist my arm all the way around. Like Daniel Radcliffe can do that too.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Where were we?
Oh, yeah, he's at Sundance right now. I've been seeing some photos of him.
Oh, my God.
What is he promoting? Do you know?
He's living his best life.
I'm sure he is.
He had I don't know who he's promoting, because do they do TV shows there?
I mean, I know he has that God show that...
I'm so excited.
That looks pretty
he's
funny.
He's an angel. It looks so good. And I keep having dreams about it, because I'm like, where's this effing show, guys? Because they've been working on it for like 3 years, and I need it in my life. So now it's coming out. I don't know who he's promoting. You'd think I would, because I'm me, but...
Yeah. But this Glass, so... Yeah, well, Chloe...
You start. I got so much to say.
Okay, yeah, well, I think we should...
I'm going to interrupt you, Laz, okay?
Can
we set the boundaries
what
here?
What else?
I'm just telling you, it's happening a lot today.
Fine.
Some days, I'm reserved.
Yeah, well, first off, I guess we should do a little spoiler discussion.
First off or last off?
No, I mean, we'll do a regular
first off,
non-spoilers.
We should do...
Give the star ratings, and then we'll do the whole confusing
at
the end of the show. So, yeah, right now, non-spoilers.
Yeah.
So... Yeah, I have. It's been a while since I've seen Unbreakable, but I do like it a lot. I did really like.
Hold up.
Yeah, I did really like Split,
Love Split.
and so this one I was at least hopeful
Split's
going in.
creepy AF, but it was so good.
It's pretty strange. Yeah,
Scary.
but I will say, I mean, because M. Night Shyamalan is just, he's so completely hits it or doesn't get it at all for the most part.
He's living his best life.
I don't know if he is.
I don't think he is either.
I mean, because he's had to like self-finance all these movies.
Yeah, he's living his best life.
That's probably
he's doing his thing is what that means, Henry.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're doing well. It means
and so people have kind of been saying, you know, does he still have it? And I'll just say, Chloe, I think he's done.
How dare you?
I think Split was his last good movie.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hate Glass, but I was pretty underwhelmed, unfortunately. And also, the movie's called Glass, and there's almost no time spent with Samuel L. Jackson.
He's the whole...
I know that he's the... Well, I mean, spoiler?
No.
I mean, because he kind of orchestrates how things...
Hey!
You just said it was...
No, I didn't. I said he's the whole, and I stopped.
Okay, so after... moving on, so I don't think there's... Because for one, he doesn't speak for like half of the movie, and so there's so little time developing that character. Good. Oh, he's fine. I mean,
we got the we know what we knew from Unbreakable,
but it's still called Glass, and I don't think I think the focus was on James McAvoy.
Maybe just a little wink,
which I mean he's great in it,
a little winky.
But but overall, I found it to be very kind of dull and overly long, and then also a lot of the commentary and analysis of a superhero in comic books to be very dated. I felt like this came out.
It's what we need.
I think it's the opposite of what we need. I think it felt like it would have come out in the 90s, just the commentary of like people discovering superheroes.
Yeah, when it all started to go wrong with superhero movies, so he brought it back to that.
Yeah, and then also I think I absolutely loathed all the analysis of how a comic book plays out. Like, oh, this is where the heroes.
Logan, sir.
There's very little.
They did the exact same thing in Logan.
They did it much better.
Sir.
Did it much better in Logan.
How dare
because
you?
In the third act, there's all this very just blatant.
Look, the third act is the worst act. That's usually how it goes in movies.
No, but listen. This is the commentary I'm talking about, where Samuel L. Jackson would just be like, and now it's the ally and the enemy teaming up
but that's
together.
what he did in Unbreakable. He was like, "You're my best friend, David."
I know, but in this, just not necessarily in the idea of it, but how it's executed, I did not like. It felt like it was trying to be clever, and it felt very.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think it was trying to be clever, but I will say I think this movie could have been, amazing.
Yes, I agree.
It could have been so good.
It has some high points, and I was like, all right.
A lot of it. I loved the first act. I'm here for bringing back Baby Joseph. I loved... What?
Baby Joseph.
Joseph John is the son, no?
Oh, yeah.
I said, oh my God, that's so cute. I lived for that relationship. I love the first act. I love the second act. I like it when it turns from to slow burn. I like that. There wasn't too much exposition, which gets on my effing nerves.
Oh, see that's where I would disagree. I felt like in the second half especially, it was just so much trying to explain the idea of trying to convince superheroes or people that they are not superheroes. I felt like there was just so much kind of back and forth conversations about them explaining the comic book stuff or that idea.
I didn't think there was that much of it. Now, I will say, I don't know. This movie, I will say, I did not once get bored watching it. I will say that. I did feel somehow that it was a little empty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a pitfall, but it's a relatively good pitfall, in that I wanted more of it. Not more, like, I didn't just want more. I wanted more of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. Like, I almost wish that this was like 2 movies and they went in more. Like, I wish one movie was just in the beginning and then straight into the institution there the whole time.
Right.
then another one of just the third act, maybe big.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like that, especially in this kind of way over a long period of time, like you're putting in the time for this set of movies. I feel like that would have been good.
Mhm.
The version split, most of it's in the house, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and then to bring it back outside like Unbreakable, I think. So, ideally, that's what I would have had happen. Because there's so much character work, Also, my biggest issue with the movie was David Dunn. Give the man his due time on screen. Give him a little more story.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And also, but on top of that, Bruce Willis could not have been more boring in this.
He literally could not have been more boring. It's true.
He's like, I felt like he was falling asleep as I was watching it.
Oh, he that's true.
And of course, I think that an
now,
arc
to be fair,
could have been better as well. But
no, I think you make a really good point now that I think about it a little more, because a lot, like you mentioned, Samuel L. Jackson didn't talk for the first half-ish of the movie, but he gave a lot.
Yes,
so
I agree.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it wasn't as much the character, what they gave the character, as Bruce Willis's performance couldn't match up to the limited amount of time for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, I think that's probably true, which is kind of sadder in a way. But I think you're right. Like James McAvoy, oh my God. First of all, that he's like my bae.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's amazing.
He's great.
I think he's just ridiculous. Always. Always. Oh my God. I think he and my sister would get along a lot better than he and I would get along, but I think he's an amazing, amazing, amazing actor.
Maybe we'll find out one day.
I think I would get along better with his wife, and Jem would get along better with him.
Who's his wife? Anyone we know?
She's an actress. They met on Shameless, the OG Shameless. Oh my God, so cute. Anyway, but he's just amazing, and you're right. Like, he didn't have a whole, like, none of them. There's a lot to deal with.
There's too much going on.
But it felt like a huge empty room somehow with some ornate furniture in random places.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Which, like, it had so many good elements, so many elements I really liked, but it could have been so much better. So that's why I'm, like, so ineloquent right now. Like, there was so much going on. This is how I feel about the movie. I'm making some good points, but there's a lot of threads
to tie.
A lot of white noise in the surrounding it all.
And then I'll tell you that I think my biggest issue is they spend the body of, or Sarah Paulson's character, they spend the body of the movie in an argument of trying to convince three characters that they are not superheroes when the audience knows and the three main guys know that they are.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Disagree.
Because we've seen two movies where unless there's a twist where that's at the end that was like that, that's one thing. But we've seen two movies where we know that they have done these, where we see them climbing on the walls, doing all these different things.
No.
And so it's go on, continue.
I think I really liked that mind body thing.
I like the idea.
And the faith.
But
I really like it, and I can kind of get behind it. Like, also, the three superheroes did not know. Mr. Glass is Mr. Glass, so nothing to do about that. But the other two, demonstrated in the movie, backed up by the dialogue, what Sarah Paulson said. Like, it was obvious that some of the many, many characters, if we're going to put it that way, 28 to be, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them were not, some of them were feeling it. And I think that's really, I loved that because I think everybody deals with, or at least I have, like, imposter syndrome. Like, it's true, like, you can know who you are and it's right in front of you, but then for some reason when some rando even says something to you, like, you're stupid, you're like, am I stupid?
Right.
Like that, even if it's just for a minute. But I totally, especially if it's kind of unbelievable, and David Dunn had issues with it for a long time anyway, so I totally get it. I think I really liked that, I liked that. I think the argument was really strong because there's, like, the two sides of it, and then in the middle they can intersect. Like, they're both saying it's, like, the power of the mind over, but, like, if you believe in yourself, it can happen. But then it's the middle is like, but what's actually happening? So I really liked that. I thought that was really strong. And I think, and it's supported by, like, we don't know, and I'm going to say the wrong thing, dissociative identity disorder, I think. I'm sorry for my lack of knowledge on this.
Psychologists out
I
there.
can't remember crap about my own life, so. And I only have one personality. I still don't know what's going on, so I can't remember. Anyway, but a lot of it is you can actually, and Papa Strauss, Dr. Papa Strauss, now he might grill me for this if it's not true. I'm pretty can we call him? Can I phone a friend?
If you want.
He'll answer. Because he's going to grill me for it if I say that. Because he's serious about science. He won't watch.
Well, I would think so.
He won't watch vampire movies because he said it's implausible. He just won't do it. So I need to ask him a question. Hello, you're on the podcast.
Oh, hi.
Because I have a question and I can't remember what you think about it, and I trust your. Can you turn the? Where are you?
Yeah, I'm just listening to a podcast.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Very meta.
Anyway.
Political podcast.
Okay. So anyway, Papa loves Ari Melber too, don't you, Papa?
Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, so people with, is it called dissociative identity disorder?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're actual they can physiologically change, right? Depending on who they...
Yeah.
That's a real thing, right?
Yeah, there are extremes. There's a hysterical blindness. They think in a sense, they think they're blind so they can't see.
Yeah, and even like one of James McAvoy's personalities is diabetic. Mm-hmm. That's a possibility, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep, that happens.
It's like men who think they're pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
It's very rare, but it's a fact.
Yeah.
It's also why we can will ourselves to be more healthy.
Cool.
Really want to.
And stronger, right?
Of course.
Like the people who pick up cars when somebody's underneath the car.
Right.
Yeah, that happens. They say it's adrenaline, but
Mommy's done that.
It's more than that.
So arguably somebody could climb a wall.
Sure.
Or bend metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Papa one time got in a bar fight with Tell the story really quickly, Papa.
Which one? My karate instructor?
Yeah, it's a good story.
We were in college in Ohio. He had just come back from Vietnam. He was a Green Beret instructor in martial arts, and we went into a bar not far from where we were at school. It was a biker bar, and so we were just minding our own business. It was our sensei and a few of us frat boys. We were just going in for a drink, and the bikers, they were a regular gang. I can't remember the name right now. Not the Hells Angels, but the other one that the Hells Angels would fight with. But they started giving us a hard time, and they went over to Sam, the sensei, and he just looked at him, and they said something about he had his head shaved, which was unusual at that time. And they said something, I didn't hear what they said to him, but they said something to him, and he just he sort of stiffened up, and he looked angry. And he didn't say anything. He just raised his right hand and put it straight through the bar, which was oak. And when they saw that, they all ran away.
Good
Yeah.
Lord.
They just literally ran away.
Wow.
And that was the bar fight.
Nice.
Unfortunately, he had to pay for the bar.
Oof.
Dang, I didn't know that.
But-
That's sad.
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't really mind.
My dad, this ties into it. My dad says that he used to slow down time when he was taking PKs.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't just penalty kicks. It was just any time I wanted to do almost anything, concentrating, the effort would dilate time and slow it down and give me a chance to decide what I was going to do and think about it.
Like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can work, but it takes some effort, and I usually forget to do it, especially these days. I still play, and scoring is about the last thing I think of.
Cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
well, Papa, give us one more
like
fun fact. What's a celebrity fun fact you got or something?
Oh, I don't have any. What? Well, I've met some celebrities, but I spent an afternoon at the. I think it was. I can't remember which one. It might have been the Victoria and Albert Museum with
Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart and his supermodel girlfriend.
Our audience is too young for that reference, but thank you anyway.
It was kind of funny. I just ran into them. They looked strange in their Siberian fox coats.
Classic outfit.
Full-length coats. And
cool.
They obviously look like some kind of stars.
Well, thank you for answering our question, Abba.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, people have abilities they don't know about.
See?
I believe you.
Can discover your hidden abilities. You can be very happy in life. And if you don't, it's very sad.
And he hasn't even seen the movie. He doesn't know what we're talking about. That tied right in, Abba. Good job. Good job.
All right. Well, have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
See you later, Henry.
See ya.
See you later, Chloe.
Dr. Strauss.
Yeah,
what a
Chloe's
guy.
father.
What a guy.
So, no, look, I completely agree with what he just said, and then...
That was your punishment. You had to listen to all of that because you disagreed with me.
No, I understand the concept. That's fine. It's that by the end, it doesn't add up to anything, really. And then also, the big scene that they tease in the trailers with the three of them in the room together.
That was not good enough.
It was just where that's kind of the main showcase for that idea.
Yeah.
It's just a one-sided conversation saying...
David didn't even care that he was there.
Yeah, it's just like a one-sided conversation of Sarah Paulson saying, no, you're not this, you're not that. And it's not... The characters aren't...
I thought that was a good convo. I liked it.
I mean, there are certain little moments, but I wish it was more of a kind of a round table thing where it was more of the three guys interacting with each other.
No, because they hate each other. They wouldn't talk.
Even perfect.
No.
Better.
Listen, I liked it the way it was because you had good and bad on either side, right?
Right.
And then you had this one that could go either way in the middle. And I loved that. This to me was like a subtle X-Men movie. I just liked it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it was pretty empty. Because there was so much to do, though. I wish it was a book. I wish it was a long, long, long book, and I would read the whole thing, and I'd love it, love it, love it. Oh, it's probably Papa. Oh, it's Gemma.
Go for it. This is Chloe's sister.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Good. I'm on the podcast.
Oh.
Hey, hi, Gemma.
You know, Gemma actually probably knows more Gemma probably knows more about this than Papa.
Wow. Another perspective, eh?
Yeah, about mind abilities as far as controlling the body. That was a poor way to put that. Basically, like superpower level type of deals.
Yeah. I think Papa, on a very practical level.
It's too loud where you are. I'll call you later.
Okay, I love you so much. I hope the podcast goes great. And Henry, it's so nice to hear your voice.
Oh, you as well, Gemma. I hope things are okay.
Oh, thanks so much. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
No, that was getting on my nerves.
Yeah, so that was another little tease of her family. So, no, but again,
we got to get Pamela in on this.
Yeah, we should call her up. No, but I completely understand and get what they're trying to do. It was purely in the execution of all of it. Yeah. I think it's a sound concept, and but I think that I wanted to hear more of the three guys talking.
No,
back.
you always like action.
No, I don't want action. I want a two-sided conversation.
You like tea parties. I just need a little sip here, little sip there.
I'm not a fan of tea parties.
Get me through my day.
I prefer coffee anyways. But no, but I'm saying I just was getting a little tired of just hearing Sarah Paulson talk. I wanted to see the three guys there speaking back and not necessarily defending themselves, but just having more of a presence because it was just them sitting there doing nothing.
Yeah, okay, look. I think second watch you're going to like the movie way more.
I don't think I will.
I think you will.
I don't know.
I think you will. I really do.
And then also, I think the one good relationship that I really liked was Anya Taylor-Joy and James McAvoy, and I wish there had been more of that. I thought she was great, and they were great together, but there's so little of that.
She was great in Split. I like her a lot.
Yeah, and then she was also in The Witch.
We know.
Then she was in some, wasn't she in that PBS?
She looks just, the Miniaturist.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
Me neither.
We gotta do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she looks just like the girl from Kimmy Schmidt.
Oh, yeah.
Who's in Flower.
Oh, yeah.
Van? Maybe.
I guess so.
Yeah.
It's just, I found, but I mean, overall.
Xan. Xanax.
That must be it. Overall, I just found the movie to be very frustrating, and then I hated all of the commentary on the comic book stuff.
You already said that, sir.
I'm summing up my rules, or my whatever you want to call
guidelines.
It. Yeah, and
Your rubric.
Oh, okay. And then also one thing. Now, look, this can be completely off base, but with the idea of them trying to be, the Sarah Paulson trying to convince them that they are not superheroes. Why did they have the defense systems in their rooms? Like, why, if they were convinced that they were not? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why would they, if they're trying to convince Bruce Willis that he is not this, or they're sure that he is not, why did they have the water pumps in the room? Or why did they have the flash stuff in James McAvoy's room?
So I think it ties in. So she wasn't negating the fact that they were super affected by these things. She was saying that they had created that storyline for themselves, which is why I think it ties in so well, because they're both agreeing that this is the case. It's why it was the case that mattered.
Mm-hmm.
So I see where you're going, but I don't think it's a problem. It definitely wasn't a problem for me.
Okay.
I don't know why James didn't walk backwards or something, but that's all right. That scene was dope when the nurse, I guess they're nurses, when he kept turning the light and James was like, oh my God, that's some good stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
oh my God.
I think
I love the stuff with the nurses, the interactions between the three of them and the nurses.
That was pretty good. It
was so good. All of it was so good.
Yeah.
I loved it. That's what I'm saying. If they had honestly split it into two movies and made it way more in depth with a little more genre added in, I think could have been so good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then also
which is kind of sad.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I wasn't as crazy about the Beast in this as I was in Split.
They changed the voice.
Yeah, like that stuff felt a little more cartoony.
Yeah, I wish they hadn't changed the voice. They should have just left that alone.
It's like,
yeah, I know. Okay, Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
I know.
This guy.
I know. I didn't love that. That's true. I noticed that as well. I wish they would have left the Beast from the original one for sure.
Yeah.
You need a little more conviction in your ideas that the mind-body thing can really be the key. Because I think they were trying to tone it down to make you to teeter a little more.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, give me that Beast. Come on. Whole thing. Come on. You know?
Yeah.
But I will say, should I just go through highlights and then lowlights?
Sure. And then we can do spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
There's a lot to talk about here, Henry.
I agree.
Thank God, though. Thank God we have a movie to talk about.
Yeah.
You feel me? Oh,
just wait till
God.
Serenity next week.
Oh, the reviews have gotten me so hyped because they're like, I don't know what to say.
It was a mind.
Yeah. You want to see it again? I'm not going to be able to get anyone to see. Maybe Kaylee will see it with me. I'll try.
I mean, it's entertaining. If we can, sure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So highlights: the Dunn father and son combo, the security business.
I like that stuff. Yeah.
I loved Joseph. I thought he was great. I loved that.
Mm-hmm.
Their dynamic was great. I loved the first act, like I said. Anya Taylor-Joy, so good. Kevin is a sweetheart. However, now we're going to the other side. Getting a little dicey about relationships here. They were making it a little confusing.
How so? About which one?
They almost made it seem like Anya Taylor-Joy and Kevin were kind of interested in each other.
Right.
And I was like, this is a little weird. But not necessarily. Not just because it was a male, female, which might have just a little bit of the dialogue around it, I think could have been.
And wait, so is Kevin is he the little? No. Kevin is like the straight, normal guy.
Kevin Crumb.
Yeah, and so but in terms of the personality, that's just like regular James McAvoy, right?
Yeah, Kevin Crumb. It's the normal. It's his.
Right.
It's not a.
Okay. Yeah, just. Well, it's almost kind of like a Stockholm syndrome, if you'd say, right? Kind of.
No, I wouldn't say so. Because he saved her life. Kevin saved her life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they connected.
I agree with that. But I mean, just in terms of what happened in Split with like that person still kind of tormenting them, even though it wasn't the same personality, there's still that kind of fear of. No?
I don't think she had it.
Okay.
Can't underestimate girls. You know?
Oh, I would never do.
Not you personally. One can't underestimate girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or anybody. But I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah. Continue. Yeah.
Yeah. No, so that was a little bit, got done with that a little bit, made it a little bit different. But it really wasn't bad. They were not insinuating anything to the degree where it was uncomfortable at all. It was just like, might have gone over it one more time.
Wait. So what's the issue with them being that, if they had?
James McAvoy is 40, and she was supposed to be in high school. I know he looked good for 40, still 40.
Wait, is James McAvoy actually 40 or the character?
Yeah, 40-ish.
Is he
40-ish? 40-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know how old Kevin's supposed to be, but you see my point? And she was like in high school in the movie. So like.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't really thought of that, yeah.
But they weren't saying that they weren't kissy poo making out or anything. I'm just saying.
It could have just been an older brother and a sister.
Definitely. I just think they could have made it could have gone over it one more time. Mm-hmm. Smooth out some of those edges to avoid that. You know what I mean? I'm looking up James McAvoy's age right now.
I say 37. 35.
35?
I didn't think it was that old.
I love him so much. No, he's been around for a long time, though. Let's see. This shouldn't be so hard. I'm bad with technology. No, I agree with you. I also wish it looked a little bit more like it did in that Pink Room, for sure. Like, the whole movie had 39. That's what I
39.
Thought. His birthday's coming up, though, so I'm basically right, as usual. Just kidding. Sorry. I know. Okay.
No, it's okay.
Anyway.
The Pink Room?
Yeah. The room was pink.
You mean where they're all meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wish it all was a little bit more like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I agree.
So, I don't even know.
I think they spend way too much time apart.
No.
I think they do.
I liked it like that. In any case, overall, I thought it was really good. I think I'll like it more second watch. That said, I think, fields went left on run through.
Okay.
Trees were left unclimbed.
Yeah. And then also, I know it's kind of like a nitpick, but I think
I also hate the twist.
Yes, I do. It feels obligatory.
It does. But also, it wasn't a big deal. We'll talk about it later. Yeah. It wasn't a deal breaker for me. No. I just wish it had been set up in a different way. It wasn't the fact that there was a twist. I wish people would stop talking about the fact that there are twists in his movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just stop. Like, that's not helping. This is what I'm talking about. M. Night Shyamalan, the culture is all one place. He's like, what? He's like the uncle who doesn't have much of his hearing and is just like living his life, playing chess with maybe somebody who
Sure.
knows when this game even started. But like, he's sweet, and you like talk to him, and sometimes he says really wise things, but you're also just like,
Okay.
you want me to bring you a plate? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, but one nitpick is I feel like the logistics of the nurses and the nurses compared to the patients in that part of the hospital was very lackluster for a top notch. Like, there's only like 2 nurses in this hallway of horribly.
I liked it.
Oh, I mean, it cinematically great, but I think logically it was pretty dumb. Like, you think there's only one security guard and like one nurse on there at all times. There were multiple
security guards.
Rarely that they would show, but it's like, think about if it's like in a high security prison or something, or in a mental asylum or other mental asylums. I would think there would be nurses constantly going back and forth. There would be,
but it was just the 3 of them.
They're 3 like kind of crazy, dangerous people.
But they're not.
People think they are,
but also they don't think they are.
But it's like if I was running
I definitely see what you mean. If I was running an institution,
in the
James
like,
Roday would be there
in the impossible scenario where I would be the head of a mental institution.
Hey, don't sell yourself short, buddy.
Okay,
you can do whatever you say.
In the incredibly rare case that I would
Unlikely.
be in that, if I was Sarah Paulson or whatever, I would be making sure that there was a nurse for like every single room. There would be guards in there like all times, and also there should be other people looking at the cameras. There shouldn't just be, because it's just like, oh, I'll take a look. Oh, nothing's happening. I'll go away for an hour. That stuff kind of bugged me a little bit.
The government has been furloughed, Henry.
I guess it's perfect timing. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
But
M. Night planned this all along.
Yeah. But
no, I mean, I definitely
nitpick. It's not a big thing.
I definitely see what you mean, but I also feel like it feeds into, and now I might just be making excuses because I really did enjoy the movie, and like I'm super here for this world. I wish there was more of it, like I keep saying.
Yeah,
which is a good problem to have.
I mean, I would watch, even though I wasn't crazy, but I would watch another one of these.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I think it kind of feeds into Sarah Paulson's, almost what's the right word? Kind of pompous. I hate that word though. I think it sounds disgusting. But like she feels like she's very much in control of the situation. I feel like and she doesn't want people around.
Right.
I feel like it kind of feeds into all of that.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, I can take that, yeah.
Her clothes were great.
Good fashion.
Her hair was so good.
Killer.
Oh my God, her hair was good. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah, that's a spoiler.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we can just give star ratings and then we'll have a spoiler discussion at the end of the show. So, Chloe, it's a 2.5 for me.
Oh, what?
Ooh, static.
A 2.5?
And for a while, I was like 3.5, 4, but by the end, I was like, get me out of here.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's by far the weakest of the trilogy.
So this movie for me,
Split would be my favorite.
Really? Over Unbreakable?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Split.
I mean James
McAvoy.
It's most like if James McAvoy hadn't been that good in it, it wouldn't be that probably. But
I also really like her. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like the characters.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give this movie that the kid in the corner of the class who's doing his own thing, and you're like, yeah, you do it.
Yeah,
right?
He's a little weird, but you admire him. Glue.
I'm giving him that. I'm giving the movie him, but not when you're like old and he's inviting you to his wedding because he remembers you being kind and like he's super successful and happy now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving
it's like Tim Burton.
I'm giving this before that. Oh my God, I had a dream that Dumbo was on Netflix, and I was like, oh, well, we got to watch it. But there was another movie too. And maybe that's why I was like, somebody's coming on Netflix, because I had a dream that all these movies were on Netflix.
Oh,
yeah. Anyway, so sorry. So this, I'm not giving you this when you're at his wedding. I'm giving this when you bump into one of his maybe 8th or 9th grade teachers, and you're like, oh, do you have blah, blah, blah? Like, do you happen to? And they're like, yeah. Kid's got potential, but that's what I'm getting. And you're like,
draws too many monsters, eats too much glue.
Yeah, but you're like, still have that love in your heart. And you're like, no, he's going to do it. But he didn't do it. But then this is sadder because this is the last one. So my kid in this doesn't,
He doesn't move on.
Now I'm really sad.
He's stuck.
It's like when I found out this kid that I was mentoring who I like loved and we got all his grades super up. And then I found out like 2 years later that he was like dealing weed. And I said, no.
Well, now, I mean, it's...
in 8th grade.
Well, now that if you're in a good...
in 8th grade.
In the right state, it's
But
perfectly
he's
normal.
not. Oh,
well
jeez.
then, go to Colorado, man, or California.
He's still he can't leave. He's in high school.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, man.
Well, hold off until then.
He's got a good heart. He'll be fine. But this movie, I quit. I hated that star rating. I give it a 3.5.
Okay, that's not that much better.
I'm just upset now.
Okay.
Because this movie can't get better like the kid can. You know what I mean?
Well, it is. I'll probably
Director's cut.
I'll probably
M. Night had a 3. Let me watch that 3-hour cut of this movie.
Oh Lord!
Didn't he have a 3-hour 20 cut?
I have no idea.
I will sit down and watch it. M. Night, if you're listening, you might be because God knows what he does. If you're listening, send that cut my way. Maybe it'll come out because I bet that is really good. I liked the flashbacks from Unbreakable. That was dope.
I like that.
I think those were like straight up deleted scenes. Like those didn't seem like CGI.
Yeah, I thought
that was cool.
I thought they were good as well. Yeah. So okay, well, stay tuned for the spoilers at the end of the show. Okay, I guess we can jump into our review of David Ayer's Suicide Squad from 2016, and we have a clip for this one too. So take a listen.
What do we have here?
I did everything you said. I helped you.
You helped me by erasing my mind what unfaded memories I had. Oh. You left me in a black hole of rage and confusion. But not the medicine you practice, Dr. Quinzel.
What are you gonna do? You gonna kill me, Mr. J?
What? Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
You think so? Well, I can take it.
I wouldn't want you to break those perfect porcelain cap teeth when the juice hits your brain.
Alrighty, so whatchamacallit? Suicide Squad is written and directed by David Ayer, stars Will Smith, Margot Robbie, Viola Davis, Joel Kinnaman, Jared Leto. Who else am I thinking? Adam Beach, I think his name is.
Cara Delevingne.
Ike Barinholtz.
Oh yeah, I hated he was in this. That was sad.
I'm not crazy about him.
No, I love him. He's hilarious in the Mindy Project. He's so funny.
Yeah. Here, okay. So the synopsis is: a secret government agency recruits some of the most dangerous incarcerated supervillains to form a defensive task force. Their first mission: save the world from the apocalypse. Yeah, and sorry, my screen is
even the summary.
It's not a great summary.
God.
Yeah. Sorry, my screen is like doubling, and so I'm having trouble reading anything on my computer screen. So. But okay, so this one came out in 2016. It was one of the first DC Comics movies.
Hit.
Big hit commercially, but
big hate.
Oh, that's a big. Well, it was a big hit financially, but then critically, it was pretty poorly received.
Big hate.
Yeah,
I'd never seen it before.
Yeah, I know. And so this one.
Big hate. It was like the embodiment of a horrible migraine caused by eating a bunch of like sugary nasty food.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
all fake color food.
Okay. Interesting.
Lots of grape in there. Lots of grape flavored things.
I love grape stuff.
Really?
I guess so.
Oh boy.
Like grape lollipops.
I like real grapes.
I do too. Anyways, yeah. So this one, I like the Suicide Squad concept and the characters, and so I was pretty excited for it. And I will completely admit it could have been done so much better, and there are so many noticeable flaws. But I like, again, similar to these other things I've talked about, kind of takes some risks that I enjoy, even if a lot of them don't really pay off. Compared to,
I didn't see any risks.
I mean, I just feel like the
calculated risks.
I just feel like the concept of the characters and that idea of them being all like terrible people, but doing the kind of typical.
That's what people effing love these days.
I know, but it's like the issue is they didn't stay true to that idea, because they essentially try and give them a redemptive quality, which makes it that whole idea less impactful. Because I think it would have been interesting to have these really despicable characters, almost like in The Hateful Eight in a way.
Okay, yeah. Now that's a great movie.
Yeah, where you're not necessarily on their side, but they're entertaining enough when one way or the other.
Compelling, I would say.
Sure, to stay interested in what's going on.
Yeah.
And I still like some of I really like Harley Quinn, and I know that Jared Leto.
Birds of Prey.
Yes, I'm so excited for that.
Now I gotta be fair, I'm pretty in for this. And I'm in for it because I think Margot Robbie is gonna have a lot to say. And I think it's going to be much better put together because she's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, she's good in everything, but she's good in this.
She's very good in this. And I know Jared Leto's Joker was very divisive. I like it, even though it's ridiculous. I think it's admirable or impressive.
He wasn't even in that effing movie. I thought he was going to be.
Oh, did you watch the theatrical or the extended? He has a few more things in the extended cut.
You think I'm going to watch a longer version?
No. I was curious which one you'd watch. That's all.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm going to assume by what you've just said, I've watched the theatrical one.
There's some more stuff with him, but I agree. He's
all flashback or at the very end. So, oh my god! Yeah. Also, his SWAT thing said Joker. I said, "There's no way you can sneak in." First, how did he not die in the heli? Look, no. I think on the surface, I like Jared Leto's Joker fine, but it did feel kind of empty as well.
Sure.
And of course, you're up against the master, Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah. And Jack
Nicholson is amazing as well. Totally different directions, the two of them. Now Jared Leto sounded like he was trying to do an impression of Heath Ledger.
I would agree in some way with the voice, yes, but I think
that's what I mean.
Yeah, I think it is at least somewhat impressive that I feel like he did put his own stamp on it, even just if it's the design or the characterization. I like.
I really liked the look, the teeth.
It's ridiculous, but I liked it.
I didn't think it was that ridiculous.
Where he has like ha 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 over on his chest and like,
Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like the tattoos. I didn't like the hand tattoo with the smile. I thought that was too much.
That's what I mean. It's silly, but it's at least
that.
different. So,
but I liked the face look, and the hair was really slicked, and I liked that. Like, he was a much more mobster Joker, like more throwback to Jack Nicholson almost, and I kind of like that
because they try and make it out to be like he's like a modern gangster, which I like.
Yeah, except there wasn't any I'm sure. Okay, now. I know that I'm way behind on this, and I'm sure it's all been said. But in case someone's on my train of just not knowing anything, or objectively whatever, because I paid zero attention to this, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could have been here for a Harley Quinn Joker movie.
There's going to be one. By the guy who did Crazy Stupid Love.
What?
Joker and Harley. Yeah.
What's going on here?
And they did also.
I'm looking all over. What?
They
what
also
are you talking
did Focus.
About?
Yeah.
Now, Ryan Gosling would be a good Batman. I can really see that.
I think he'd be a better Bruce Wayne. I don't know about Batman. I don't think he has that, like, kind of...
That's true. He looked like he was about to laugh the whole time. That's true.
Yeah.
You're right.
But there's a Joker and Harley Quinn.
Okay. With them?
Yeah.
Now,
them too, yeah.
Now, that said, if this movie can just be erased from the zeitgeist, like Star Trek style, then fine. But all those, I hated the scenes with them where she was the psychiatrist and blah, blah, blah. Hate.
Oh, really?
Hate.
I like that stuff.
Big hate. Horrible. This whole movie, there's no substance. It's all.
It is very, and there's the whole, because
it's like if the Kardashians all got that Nickelodeon slime poured on them. That's this movie to me.
Yes. I mean, because there was all of these issues with like how they had with Batman v Superman of like different editors coming in, and so they had like many different editors on this.
It's god awful. It's like 6 different movies, 3 of which are Cartoon Network like rejects.
Mm-hmm. And so it's like, it feels very chopped together, you know, just because I feel like there were so many hands on on the product that it just kind of became a mess.
I mean, that best case scenarios, that's why. I think it's David Ayer.
See, I don't know about that. I mean, of course he did do Bright, and that's had a similar
horrible.
But then he also did End of Watch and Fury, which are both great. Did you not?
I've never seen Fury.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
I liked End of Watch. To be fair, I haven't seen it since like the year it came out, so I don't really remember. But horrible.
Yeah.
It had Jake Gyllenhaal. What do you want from me? I'm not going to dislike it.
He's great in it.
He's great in everything. He holds everything together. That's what's coming out. February 1st. When's that? We got to do that one.
Which one? Oh, the Netflix movie?
The Scary.
The Velvet Buzzsaw?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's by the Nightcrawler guy. So.
I know. Oh, my God.
Yeah, definitely. No, but I mean, I do like which thing of how the characters are set up.
Stupid.
Really? I mean, I kind of...
The whole thing made no sense to me. Why are you picking these people for this thing and blah, blah, blah. I literally didn't like anything, not just to be a curmudgeon. I went into it, I really... people don't think I can, but I can go into things with an open mind.
Sure.
I'm down.
I think you can.
I have changed my mind on many things. You know what I mean? I'll stand corrected. This, big hate. Didn't like a thing about it.
Yeah.
And these massive... I wish a movie like this, maybe it was like a real... Not a real, but like a dictator or like some kind of more real level. I know Viola Davis is a secret bad guy, which also makes no sense because there's all these plot devices to try to make you sympathize with these empty villains. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? But like, I wish if they were going like more X-Men style, if they were going after like if it was more set in real life, I might have been more behind it. But this like larger than life, then effing who's in this world, Wonder Woman or whatever, they can come in and punch him in the face.
Technically, but
they even showed Ezra Miller in this. I know what's going on. Yeah. Don't kid me around.
Because that's the whole issue of them trying to set up a cinematic universe.
Don't kid me around with this.
Yeah, she's wagging her finger.
They have this guy. I felt so bad for Crocodile Man. I like Diablo, Fire Guy. He didn't do crap.
Yeah.
They pulled in all these people. Long Shot. What's his name?
Dead Shot.
Long Shot's funnier.
Long Shot.
But like, and then the other guy who was annoying and didn't do crap and died in 5 seconds. And Harley Quinn is dope, but all she does is hit people in the face with a bat. Big deal.
Well, I mean, I don't know if
how they fixed it, they threw in, and don't get me started on Boomerang, man. I can't even deal with that.
Jai Courtney?
Come on now. Oh, that's that guy? I don't like that guy. That guy is a fake version of Tom Hardy. The other guy is also Joel Kinnaman, is also a fake version of Tom Hardy.
I thought you liked Joel Kinnaman.
No, I like Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh, I know that. But like him in The Killing? He was pretty good in The Killing. Joel Kinnaman.
What's The Killing? Which one's that?
The Netflix show? With is it Gillian Anderson?
That's Jamie Dornan.
No, that's Joel Kinnaman.
What are you talking about?
No, that's the not that one, not The Fall. But no, maybe Gillian Anderson isn't in The Killing, but
I never seen The Killing.
It's good. But anyways, I mean, I agree that it's kind of a mess, and it kind of shows the DC people trying to create a quick cinematic universe like Marvel.
The music's horrible.
It was kind of hit and miss for me. There's way too much of it, but I think there were some parts that were good.
Roll my eyes in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Even the good stuff was so formulaic, it didn't count. Like Eminem, even the good stuff that was formulaic doesn't count because it was so formulaic.
I mean, that stuff feels like a studio kind of like, no, here, we need to kind of make it feel like Guardians of the Galaxy and put in this really big variety soundtrack. But I mean, I still like the movie, even though there are plenty of things I don't like. I think Jared Leto should have been the villain.
Definitely.
And cut out.
Exactly. And that would have tied in really well with the more real life villain, too. He could have been working with, like, he could have been doing some, like, illegal arms deals with some really bad dictator or something like this. Mm-hmm. And something. Doesn't have to be just like that. Even like a warmonger or something. But this.
The CG villain is terrible.
Is a beam for all this whole thing. I'm getting so heated. All they do in these movies now is a freaking beam coming out of the ground to the sky to make a huge God knows what. And all you ever do is throw an effing bomb in it. Mm-hmm. They could have gotten a freaking Amazon drone to throw a bomb in the thing. Yeah. I can't deal with this.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that because I think by the first trailers, it seemed like it was going to be much more grounded. And so if they'd taken an approach like what's the military movie, the Dirty Dozen, it almost kind of like a grounded look at that.
Yeah, something more like that, where they stick out in the surroundings, not where they are, where it's all this like, a sleek graffiti.
Yeah, but it's like this obligatory third act where there has to be a huge villain and they all come together and fight.
And then the plot. Talk about, don't get on me for plot twist about M. Night Shyamalan when this movie had that Viola Davis shooting everybody in the face. That is stupid.
Why wasn't?
And then the thing with Batman, I said, shut the front door.
I mean, I think the best thing about the movie, and I think that's why they're kind of doing so many of them now, or planning them, is the Harley Quinn and the Joker stuff. Because that, even though it's a weird relationship, I think the two characters are interesting, and there's a potential for creating dark but psychologically interesting.
That's what they should have done. Was they should have done that? Well, they might. If the whole if the Harley Quinn Joker movie is very set in not a comic book world, I'll be super in. But not super in because Jared Leto annoys me. And the whole thing about sending people dead rats, you were not that good. Sit down. Sit the F down, send people rats.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Yeah.
No. I hate that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think so those are the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey.
And then the poor mask lady with the sword and talking to her dead husband.
She didn't have much.
She got nothing.
The thing is, I think they really should have consolidated the squad. Like, it should have been like Deadshot and then Margot Robbie and then like maybe two others.
And Deadshot was freaking Will Smith.
I thought he was actually pretty decent in it.
I thought he was good, but he was still Will Smith. He put his mask on about one time. They took it off and he was Will Smith again. I mean, maybe that's just by virtue of being Will Smith, you're Will Smith. I don't know.
Gotta have some FaceTime. You know?
I know, but God. And then the whole thing. Oh, don't get me. The thing that pissed me off the most has to. And I'm a romantic. I live for this. Pissed me off was the whole thing is he wanted to get his freaking girlfriend back. And then there she was. Unpossessed.
Oh. The Joel Kinnaman?
Oh, my.
Yeah. So, I mean, the worst thing about it is...
And then it was Cara Delevingne, which is even worse.
Yeah, she's not great in it, although I do, again, really like her in Valerian. So I think she has potential to act. But
she's
in
a bad actress.
And Valerian, I think she's
done
good.
anyway. She's petering out.
I thought she's in like a few things coming up. I thought so. I thought her IMDb...
Well, perhaps, but her star power's long gone.
I would agree with that. I don't think she's a draw.
Super gone.
Yeah. But
hopefully they I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
With the times we live in. I was gonna say Cara Delevingne's gone. Hopefully all the models will be gone soon because it's so stupid. What a waste of time, but it's not because Instagram. If Instagram died, follow the Film Buds on Instagram.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram.
That's a different thing. Instagram's killing the world. Oh my God, I watch both. That'll be in my thing. I watch both those Fyre Festival things.
I watched the Netflix one.
No, the Hulu one is the really good one.
Really?
I definitely, honestly, God, would not have watched both. Like, I barely wanted to watch one, but it's like, I gotta know. Everyone's talking about it. I gotta know what's going on. Like, and I wasn't even planning on watching the whole thing, but I was like, everyone's talking about it. I should, I wanted to take a shower after it. Like,
did you notice the Trent Reznor scores?
I did. That was honestly another reason I watched it. Yeah. I was like, I gotta know what's going on. But no. But and then I was like, well, this was. But Kaylee said that they interviewed him in the Netflix one. I should have known. Kaylee gets that stuff wrong 100% of the time. Like, she says go left, I should have gone right. You know what I mean? But I'm sorry, I'm skipping ahead to picks of the week.
No, it's
whatever.
fine.
The Hulu one is definitely the way to go. I would not have watched both if I'd watched the Hulu one first. It's way better, and it's way better done, and it's like a commentary on society and everything. Like, it's way better. Like, I would watch it.
Okay,
Netflix one is kind of a waste of time, to be honest with you. But I kept thinking he was going to pop up because of what Kaylee said, but she got backwards. So the Hulu one's really good.
Okay.
Trust.
Good to know. But yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of a defender of the movie. I mean, I still agree that I see why people hated it, and I think it could have been so much better, but I think there is potential to create some interesting sequels in terms of like with the certain characters. But yeah, the third act is a bit of a mess, but I think there are some interesting, I think just like the colors of the movie I like.
Well, that's a personal preference.
And I feel like just especially compared to a lot of the Marvel movies where it's that very televisual look, this at least has like when Margot.
It's fake grit.
Well, for the most part, I don't mind that, but like there's some scenes with Margot Robbie and not Jared Leto, Will Smith, like on the streets, and I felt like even just the cinematography and the lighting and stuff like that, I felt it looked like a movie rather than this very grayish kind of very digital look that a lot of the Marvel movies have. And so even if it's like small stuff,
it looked like a Orlando. What's it called? Orlando Parks? What's that place called? Universal. It looked like a Universal ride.
Yeah, so I think a lot of the colors are post production done
for sure.
But there's certain parts of it I like, and I do find the concept of the characters interesting. But there's definitely some. I think it really was just a product of bad studio having no idea how to go about or rushing it.
No, the script was terrible.
Well, I think apparently he had to rush doing the script too, and so it's like just the studio trying to become Marvel too quickly and just kind of let's get it out, and
it's terrible.
Yeah, and so
I bet Birds of Prey will be good though.
I think it will be too.
Yeah, Margot, we have faith in
And then
you.
we have the Joaquin Phoenix Joker coming out this year, so I can't wait.
There's too much. Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
Although Scorsese is an executive producer on it.
But why, Henry?
I don't know.
Just do something different. There's so many things, and make up some new things.
Hollywood is dead.
Oh my God, just get one of those freaking pallets of face paint from like wherever, those Halloween stores that pop up in every empty place, and have a little brainstorm and make a new character. I can't deal with the same crap over and over again. And again, I'm not even like one of those people. Like, you are one of those people. Nothing wrong with that. I totally respect it and support it. I'm just not one of those. But like, the Heath Ledger is life. Like, that is everything, right?
Well,
and like, I'm here for that. Totally.
Well, I mean, I love the character, but it's not like I'm devoted to it. It's
but
just,
I'm not, no, but in a way, like, I kind of am, because like that was so good. Just leave it alone. Keep it moving for at least a while, like a little bit of time.
Well, it's like 8 or 9 years.
That's not enough time for me. Okay, it's still good.
Yeah, and then there's the Mark Hamill Jokers,
and especially
on the
against
stuff.
Well, yeah, Mark Hamill, he can do whatever he wants. Who gives a crap?
Fair.
If you need to feel better, go watch Adam Scott being surprised by Mark Hamill when Kristen. Shoot, what's her name? I feel horrible. I love her. Everybody loves her. When Veronica Mars hosts Jimmy Kimmel Show.
Kristen Bell?
Yeah, Kristen Bell. Thank you. She should be the permanent host. There are so many ladies who would be great hosts.
Yeah.
And not just because they're ladies. I'm not one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't vote for Hillary in the primaries, okay?
Wow. Bombshell.
Bombshell. Everybody will be shocked. But, General, don't worry. I did. Don't fret, Henry.
I'm not fretting. It's okay.
Close one.
I'll get over it.
There's nothing to get over, Henry.
I know, that was a joke.
I'm a normal person.
I know you are.
Thank God for that. Relatively normal.
Yeah, I mean, we have our moments.
Anyway. True. But anyway, I don't even know
Don't
where
even get me started.
Don't even get me started, because I don't even know where
Let's not go down that rabbit
where
hole.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this movie drove me up a wall.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about more Jokers, more blah, 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 blah.
I just want to see. I think Harley Quinn is the most interesting. I just want to see more of her.
Yeah, I
doing
liked
stuff.
her.
And also,
liked
it's
her.
a lot because of Margot Robbie. She's very
she's
good
great.
in it. Yeah,
she's so good. Why not? If you can do it, do it.
And I
fine.
think the cast of that Birds of Prey is good.
It's
too.
gonna be really good
Because it's that Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
She's
in that.
dope.
And then I can't remember the other.
She's a force. Yeah, it's gonna be
but
so good. Powerful, powerful, powerful. I'm gonna love it.
I agree. Yeah.
But I don't know what we're talking about. Point is, enough Jokers. I was saying something about Kristen Bell. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, Mark Hamill. Jokers. Yeah, we're back on track.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I agree. There's
enough Jokers.
The thing is, I do find the Joker to be like the most interesting, and so as long as there's a different type of portrayal,
because you're not getting all the options.
I agree, but like so as long as there's a different take on it, I'm fine with it.
Saying California Roll is my favorite role when you don't even try any other roles.
Okay.
that one didn't go quite right.
Well,
but
it's close enough. But so I agree there's way too much of it. But if they're going to do it, at least they're doing it with certain characters that I like. I just hope they actually keep it very grounded, and it's not like a, it's not like a Avengers Infinity War scale type thing.
Exactly. I feel like the Joaquin Phoenix one, correct me if you know something that I don't. Well, I just get the sense it's going to be very much in this world.
I think so too.
Very much.
It looks like that way.
Maybe like actual creepy
I'm
murders.
just hoping Scorsese helps keep it that. Come on, Marty. Let's.
Oh, well, that's what he's best at.
Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, The Irishman? Man, where's the trailer?
Come on, give us that trailer.
When is that thing going to come out?
I love him so much.
Yeah. But so I mean, I there are definitely parts about it I like, and I'll defend it, but it's definitely quite a flawed movie. So
box time, very short.
What?
In both these movies. But I don't like this about Suicide Squad. I think it's a socially responsible movie to create, especially in the time we are in.
And it should have been R-rated as well to fit the character mentality.
Absolutely.
Like a Deadpool type thing.
Absolutely. There's no come on.
PG-13 makes it feel so much more like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
And they're catering to, that's what they were going for, which makes it worse.
Yeah.
Like, they're like teenage boys.
They're just trying to be, yeah.
And I just can't deal with it. And I just hate it. I just think it's socially responsible and fine. And I feel, and it's kind of funny. I think because the movie was so ineffective, I think it missed the mark so much.
I agree.
That it didn't have the negative impact I thought it was going to because it was so bad.
Yeah.
But in theory,
yeah,
no bueno. Like that song, the 21 Pilots song, whenever it comes on the radio, change it immediately. Yeah, I think it's horrible. It says, what is it about killing somebody or whatever? I just hate it. It's something bad. Like, not good.
And I was... I looked at their Spotify.
Yeah.
Man, they have some big numbers.
Yeah, they do.
Jeez.
They're a huge deal.
Yeah.
But and not even to get to, this might be too meta, too extra, too upsetting to talk about, whatever. But I feel like this is my thing. When you have that platform, some people choose to make movies that acknowledge the platform. Even if it's subtle, they still put in little things. You know what I mean? This and the song and everything, or talk about shooting somebody and everything. It's like, that guy was literally obsessed with the Joker. The guy,
the theater shooter?
Yeah.
Yeah, why he came dressed as the Joker.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's just let's just think about where we're at, what we're doing. Because even if you think, and I know people think I sound silly, but I don't really care. Because it's true. This is life, even if it affects, and it's the same thing as my issue with the movie about what's his name. And then Zac Efron's making another one. And then they have that Netflix series on him.
Oh, yeah.
So all that's going to come out of that Netflix series is girls being like, dang, he cute. Nobody needs that energy in the world. That's all that's going to come from it. And nobody needs that.
That's fair.
Right? And it's just think about what you're doing. If you're helping, the movie should, I think all art, I think the purpose should be or anything in life. That's the point of life. If you're improving an experience, making something better, helping somebody, what more can you do, right? That, you have a huge platform. If you're helping people, great. If you're hindering someone, even by virtue of somebody else, that is no good. Don't do it. And that's how I feel. And I'll sit down now.
Yeah.
But I can't hold it in.
I agree.
Especially with movies like this.
Yeah. One little thing. The Birds of Prey is being movie is done by a female director.
Don't I know
this
it?
Asian director.
Intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
She had a documentary at Sundance, or a movie at Sundance that I didn't see, but
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it was the mentality of, let's make it PG-13, so it'll have a bigger box office draw. But then, since the characters are murderers, we need to give them a redemptive side, which doesn't work.
Nope.
And so they should have just done a smaller R-rated movie like Deadpool, and made it in the style of Hateful Eight or Goodfellas or something, where it's yes, we understand they're terrible people, but we'll go along for the ride just to see what they do.
Exactly. And that's also why I wanted Glass to have the eerie, uncomfortable ending, because at the end of the day, you're like, oh, they're having this nice moment because of this mass murderer.
Yeah, it's here, let's hold hands with the mother.
Having his moment. And it's just that doesn't quite.
It's an origin story.
Yeah, exactly. It does not quite
terrible line.
hit home. You know what I mean? Talk about a terrible line. Will Smith goes up and's like, "Guess we're a Suicide Squad."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my god."
That's the thing. Like, there's some of these
So bad.
these humorous lines that I think really was added in afterwards to try and give it a more upbeat feel.
Go watch Thor Ragnarok.
Like there's so much stuff jam-packed in this movie that I think feel like that was after the fact.
The editing made me nauseous. Like, it made my head hurt.
It's pretty frantic, yeah. Kind of schizophrenic. So
yeah.
It's a mess.
Also,
I'll agree.
so much exposition. I was like, y'all, I don't want to be here. You're making me not want to be here.
Make it like a procedural, small scale, kind of dark movie.
And if you want to be fun, have it be fun, and don't try to make it. Just pick a lane.
Yeah,
you know,
pick a lane.
Pick an effing lane.
Yeah,
Dark Knight it or Ragnarok it, and leave it at that.
Sure,
I'm over it.
Yeah.
Negative 72,487,062.
Wow.
Stars.
I'll go 3.5.
Great.
And
a mouthful of spray paint.
There actually is one in the extended cut. There's a scene where in a flashback where the Joker's driving and Margot Robbie in regular clothes, like Harley Quinn clothes, drives after him, and they have this conversation on the street about their kind of relationship and how it's breaking apart. It's actually a really effective scene. Like, that's the stuff that would work. And so I'm hoping they kind of keep doing that. But
time will tell.
Studios, they're fucked. You know, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know which way's up, Chloe. You know, who does these days, right?
Who do?
Yeah. All right. Whew. We talked a lot for those reviews, man. I'm exhausted. But you want to talk the Oscar nominations, Chloe?
I couldn't give a crap about any of them except for Regina King.
Did she get nominated?
Heck yeah, she did.
Okay. I didn't see. Yeah.
I'm obsessed with her. She's queen.
What do you feel about the Best Picture noms? Feel Bohemian Rhapsody got in there somehow? Yeah.
And they had to put Black Panther in there to try to cover up their mistake.
Come on, people.
It wasn't that. Look, I understand that was impactful, and that's why they were trying to make that other category. It was not a great. It should not be nominated for Best Picture. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
I get it. They should have given it a. And I get that it's the whole thing about marginalizing, whatever. But it just, everyone is saying, everyone knows it was a good superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was incredibly impactful because people were finally seeing themselves on screen. Everybody knows that. So maybe it should have gotten like a social awareness award or something. It wasn't that good a movie.
Yeah.
Do you feel me?
Like I feel you. I agree. I was like, what are you doing, Oscars?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God. It's like Get Out. It's like they're the liberal people from Get Out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Like, because now Oscars are becoming more and more of just like it has to have a social message to be included. Which,
look, we all know I'm there. I don't even think it was that. I think they were trying to backtrack from their new category that was received poorly.
Maybe, yeah.
But this movie was, at the end of the day, like, it was not good enough to be in the Best Picture category.
No, nor Bohemian Rhapsody.
No. I don't know. I didn't see it, but didn't see it for a reason. And there were so many movies that should have been. There was one I was really pissed about that wasn't in there, and I can't remember what it was now because I can't remember the list, but dang. Yeah, let's look, but.
Wonder what what were my favorites of the year? Oh, yeah, well, I guess, yeah, so Roma got nominated.
Oh, Barry Jenkins didn't get nominated for...
Oh, no?
That pissed me off.
Yeah. I mean, if an action movie was going to be nominated, they should have done Mission Impossible. Like, that's
true. Yeah, if Beale Street Could Talk was nominated, they trying to piss me right off.
Take out Green Book and put in Beale Street. Oh, yeah, when I was at the theater the day before last night, I was looking to see what the show times were at South Point.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this woman and her son or daughter behind me talking about, I was like, they're looking at all the different movies. And she had this very stereotypical Southern accent, kind of like draw. And she's like, all right, there's Aquaman. If Bill Could Talk. I was like,
yeah,
you're
exactly.
Mental. Get me out of here.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, First Reformed should have been nominated. know.
Oh, Ethan Hawke should have been nominated. Dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Adam Driver got nominated. That was a surprise to me. Were you not surprised by that? I was really surprised.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Barry Jenkins got totally left out. That's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honest to God, see that movie and then tell me. I mean, he got nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, but that's like, it's hard to, come on.
It's James Baldwin, you know.
Come on.
Yeah.
But like, it's an incredible movie. There's so much feeling. Look, do you see it? I'm tearing up thinking about it.
You're tearing
up. Do you see it
yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
It was so good.
It's very touching, yeah. I think it is a bit of a bit of a
snub if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
Jeez. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty boring Oscars this year, to be honest with you. Which speaks to the lack of stuff.
Yeah.
Also, First Man got left out, which I think surprised a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite good, but I can see kind of why. It's a little bit more.
Yeah, I think it just surprised a lot of people.
Yeah,
because it's like that was total Oscar bait.
I think before it's released, that's what everyone was thinking, but it kind of came and went so sudden.
Definitely.
So
yeah, James McAvoy should have got an Oscar nom. Come on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not a great list of nominees.
No,
but
very disinterested this year.
Yeah.
100%. There was another one I was really upset about, someone not getting nominated. I don't remember who it was. No, it wasn't Timmy, because look, it was but no.
Not this year.
I'm sorry. To love, you have to be honest, you know? It's all meaningless.
Yeah. So
I'm so glad I didn't get nominated for Best Picture. Like, that would have pissed me off.
Beautiful Boy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that was a pretty big long shot. So.
Everyone, that was like,
really?
Oscar.
No.
All the articles were like, Oscar.
I would have rioted, you know.
Guaranteed they thought, they woke up that morning, they said, we're getting an Oscar nom.
You're done, Oscars. You're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out.
Regina King is the only one I care about. If she doesn't win, I'm going to lose my effing mind. But other than that,
I think she'll win.
What happens. She better. God, moving. So moving.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
And I wonder if Lady Gaga's going to win, do you think?
Gaga.
Yeah, Gaga.
Lady Gaga. I don't know.
Although one snub was Bradley Cooper for Star is Born, the director.
I couldn't give a crap.
Directing that. Like,
I still couldn't give a crap.
That's a pretty big feat to like kind of have this like first time directing where he's creates this huge
for sure.
hit.
It's always weird to me when you have Best Picture and not Best Director. Like, I genuinely don't understand how that works.
Yeah.
But
well,
here we are.
Oh yeah, you hear about Nolan's new movie coming out next year, summer next year?
Heck yeah. He's just come on.
Give me another Dunkirk or something.
Always. Anything but, oh man.
It's going to be good.
He's a class act.
Yeah.
I tell you, he looks a little scary, but it's all right.
I wouldn't say he looks scary to me, but he looks very British.
Yeah.
You know, especially since I've been watching a lot of the Great British Baking Show. Like,
who's your favorite? Hey, what I tell you. I'm trying to get you in the circle of the cool kids, Henry.
What do you mean?
Bake Off. Great British Bake Off.
What?
You never listened to me. Too bad. You're sitting near the bathrooms. Not at the cool table at lunch.
Oh,
it's called Great British Bake Off.
Oh, okay, sorry.
They changed it for some reason to Baking Show on Netflix, but it's Bake Off.
Oh.
Who are your favorites? What season are you on?
I've watched like the first 4 or 5. So, I mean, I've made it through that, but I really like. I think Ruby's pretty cool.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah, she's quite nice.
She's so. She looks like Keira Knightley.
And then, gosh, a lot of them kind of run together.
I love Andrew. Face palm.
The redhead.
Yeah, I love Andrew.
Oh, I forgot to turn the oven on.
Yeah, I love Andrew. You love the old guy who's obsessed with weed. That is so funny. He puts like hemp in everything.
Oh yeah. So the one guy, it actually may have been the first episode of the first season. I can't remember, that I just watched this morning, of this complete train wreck guy.
Which one?
The guy who cut his fingers like 3 times.
Oh no!
There's this guy who like it was the first time.
Yeah, the floppy hair.
Yeah, has very floppy hair, kind of like grizzled.
Yeah,
and
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, and the first time for a cake, he put salt instead of
Yeah.
sugar. I can't remember what he did the second time, but it was a mess.
Yeah.
And then the third time, over the course of it, he cut his like 3 fingers. And he forgot to do this. He forgot to do that. It was a complete mess, but it was hilarious.
No spoiler, it gets pretty far, Henry.
Yeah.
It's a great show, man. So many good characters. Yeah. Love.
No, but
Hello.
he got cut out the first show. Like
What?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the wrong guy then.
Yeah. He left the first show because of all that.
I'm thinking of the wrong guy.
I think you must be.
Man, so many floppy haired finger cutters.
Yeah.
Hard to keep
But
up.
it was brutal, but it was funny.
Oh.
But yeah, there's some but Andrew's cool, and there's some good characters on there. And what's her name? Candace, she's cool.
Oh, Candace is so cool.
Yeah.
The
And-
PE
and
teacher.
And
I love her.
I like Nadia.
Nadia's fierce. There's another show you gotta watch. She was the host of. Oh my god, I love what's his name? The like 19-year-old from Nadia season. The boy.
I'm sure I've seen
I
him,
love him. He became a host on another show too.
Hmm.
But Nadia hosted the Great Family Cook-Off. Maybe you'll find it. It's on Netflix. You'll find it.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch that, she's there.
Cool. Yeah, but she always has this look of like fear,
Utter fear.
like fear in her eyes. She's like, oh god,
Like amused fear.
and she always
coming.
she always kills it anyways. But she has
Yeah.
this like she's always running around,
Yeah.
always doing her thing. But yeah, there's some fun people on there. Watch the show if you haven't.
Gotta watch. You can watch it over and over, or at least I can. But I'm a sad, lonely person.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I can watch it over and over.
But it's a fun time. Let us know your favorite Great British Bake Off shows or characters. Yeah,
people.
Yeah, let us know. I'd be curious.
I can't remember my favorite right now.
There's that.
I can see his face, but I don't remember his
there's
name.
that the black guy who's I can't remember his name. He's like a little chubby and bald. Kind of young, maybe 30 or so.
You mean the banker?
Might be a banker.
He's not chubby. He's muscle. Anyway,
I don't know. But
with the deep voice, who's always like, "You'll be fine."
yeah.
I love him.
Yeah, that guy's cool. Yeah.
And I think her name was Jamila behind him. I love her. Except they had like a little. They really liked each other. But they were both in relationships though. And I was like,
Whoa.
Oh, yikesies.
But,
Yeah. Man, I can't remember the name of my fave. What can you do? I love Candace though.
Yeah, she's cool. She always wears like really high heels.
Yeah.
And it's like it just seems so
Very purple lipstick. She takes it off when she's baking.
Her heels?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because it's like 3 or 4 hours she's just having to stand in those things. But I guess she does that smart. So, yeah. All right.
We love Bake Off.
Yeah. I've kind of gotten hooked recently. So, all right. Well, mail.
Yeah.
Real quick.
We have mail?
We have just one. So it's actually maybe we'll take a break or something, but it's our most anticipated of 2019. He asked what our would be. And I have mine, and I can give mine if you want to take a little time.
Can we enter it next week?
Sure.
Keep anticipating.
Yeah. So we'll
we really respect your question. I genuinely just want to think and read and think this one through.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I have it.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mine is...
What I gotta give the email out and stuff. So the filmbudspodcast@gmail.com is the address that you can reach us. Also on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram @filmbuds. So
you can DM him on Instagram.
Yeah. Do whatever, man. I'll answer whatever you have to say.
Slide in his DMs.
Yeah. So I guess we can just do. Anyways, Jerry from El Paso.
Oh my God! You know Beto? You know Beto O'Rourke though? Hey Jerry.
Says greetings to my buddies Henry and Chloe.
Hello.
What are your most anticipated movies of 2019? Thanks so much for the wonderfully funny podcast.
Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah. So, I guess maybe just do one at a time.
I only have one.
Oh.
That I've thought of.
What is it?
Late Night, Mindy Kaling's movie.
Oh, yeah.
That just sold
just got
for
bought.
$13 million.
Jeez, man. She's killing the
She
game.
is my,
Yeah.
that Mindy Kaling
She's killing it.
is
man.
my hero.
Yeah.
Forever, since I was in middle school, I loved Kelly Kapoor.
Mm-hmm.
Then I found out she was the first female writer, and I said, oh my God. And I've been obsessed with her ever since. Yes. So Late Night with her and Emma Thompson, it's going to be so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I have 5, so I can just read them off.
Okay.
So
Dumbo.
starting with 5 is Rocket Man.
Yes.
It's about Elton John, which I mean, it could become just a normal biopic, but I think some of the direction and
it looks so interesting when he's floating.
Yeah, and I think some of the looks, like the design of the movie, looks pretty good.
I'm in for that one as well.
Yeah, and so I think that has potential to be pretty good and much better than Bohemian Rhapsody. So then 4 is It Chapter 2. Even just the cast of the movie.
The cast is dope.
Chastain, James McAvoy, Idris Elba. You know? So it's...
Chris Pratt.
Is he?
Did I make that up?
Please, no. I really don't want Chris Pratt.
Dang. I might have made that up.
But I think that looks quite good.
I think Chris Pratt is in it.
Okay, I hope not.
Then
the Beach Bum, the new Harmony Korine, Matthew McConaughey. It just looks so absurd, and it looks incredibly entertaining to me. So
Us, Jordan Peele.
Oh yeah.
Where'd You Go, Bernadette is one of like my mom's favorite books. That's getting made into a movie with Kate Blanchett, so that should be good.
Well, you know who it's directed
and Billy
by.
Kudrup. Linklater. I'm out. My mom will have to see it, but just kidding, I'll go with you, Mama. But no,
yeah, you won't like it. You won't like it.
Gosh darn it.
Yes, but and then I have number 2 is The Irishman.
Shazam. Oh heck yeah,
not
The Irishman.
Shazam, please, not Shazam. The Irishman just looks. I want to see a trailer. I think it's going to be an epic movie. It's going to be really long, I'm sure, but it's going to be really good.
They're making an Ugly Doll movie. Ugly Dolls went out like years ago.
Oh, didn't it?
What the heck?
And then
did it? Detective Pikachu? That's Brayden's number 1.
It's going to be fun, I'm sure, but I just wish Ryan Reynolds wasn't in it. And also the main guy is kind of boring, but
yeah.
But I think I'm just excited to see a Pokemon movie. So Aladdin. Oh God, no. Will Smith
could be good
as the genie.
Yeah.
Isn't it directed by Guy Ritchie though? If it's that's the case, I'd be interested. If it's like King Arthur but Aladdin, I'm in.
Let's see.
And then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood I think it's going to be awesome.
Where's Aladdin?
Just the cast alone is amazing.
Under Silver Lake, I want to see, except I want to see it less now that I know that Silver Lake is an actual place, because a lot of what drew me to that was like, that's an awesome name.
Yeah, but the thing is, I keep on hearing worse and worse things about it. It gets pushed back. It gets criticized for this and that.
But you never know. You never know, because as you know, it is directed by Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
Some people just like to put targets on random things. Like, that just happens.
Yeah.
You know? And so far, Andrew Garfield has been pretty good. Not perfect.
I'm sure he'll be good in it. Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, as far as what he chooses, like, fairly good. I think there's a new Spider-Man. There's The Lion King, which is a pretend live action.
Yeah, give me a break.
What the heck is that about? Artemis Fowl, directed by Kenneth Branagh. I'm in. I am a child forever and always. I lived on those books. I'm gonna see it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me be.
Oh, and then Joker is one of mine as well.
They're making a Downton Abbey movie.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends are excited. I couldn't really care very much. So many sequels. Jesus Christ. 2 Joker movies with different Jokers.
Well, it's. I think the only one that's coming out this year is Joaquin Phoenix.
They're making the Addams Family. Is this real?
I think so.
Oh God. No, is it live action?
I think so.
No, it's not live action, thank God. The Goldfinch. Oh my God, it's going to be so good, except that the cast looks god-awful, but that was a good book. But I'm not excited about that cast, except for Wolf Harden. But anyway. So yeah, so it's lots of sequels. They're making another Poirot.
Oh, yeah.
Shutting out the haters, because I'm here for it.
And one movie I keep on hearing kind of bad things about it, but I think it has potential, is the New Mutants.
The weird horror Macy.
Yeah, if they actually stick to it being a horror X-Men movie, I'm in.
Now let me tell you though, I'm sick of people coming out of walls. I'm sick of that.
Yeah,
I don't even know what you call that.
They're just copying Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, stop it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in the trailer. And I said, "Oh boy."
Yeah, so it's I think it has potential to be a really cool one-off superhero movie, but I doubt it's going to be that. I bet it's just going to be very like Suicide Squad, just very studio touched, But yeah, that's not a lot good coming out this year, but who knows?
Jerry, you're dope.
Could have some
surprise hits. You never know.
Yeah, Detective Pikachu could be a masterpiece. But yeah, so
and we like indie movies anyway, and they usually they take a little more. You gotta search for them.
It is written by Max Landis, who did Bright, though, who's the worst.
What is Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
Good. I like it. It's like when two people I hate like start dating or get married, and I'm like, good. You're out of the like, go be amongst yourselves. Like, at least you're not.
Who's the two people you hate?
No, I'm just saying. In theory, like, I'm glad that you two are consolidated now into one hate, as opposed to me having to see you. It's like when Jennifer Lawrence is in a movie I'm excited about.
Okay.
I get pissed.
I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again. And so the Film Buds podcast at gmail.com. Again, you can reach us there. Please send us if you're a new listener.
We love it.
Thanks for making it this far.
Okay.
This far into the show. You know, for our first.
Back to our roots. Long show.
Yeah. And
because we actually had movies.
Yeah. And yeah, so feel free to send us any questions or comments or on social media. So love to hear from you. And so I guess finally we can just do our picks of the week.
Or fruit basket.
That'd be nice.
Teardrop. I miss Brayden.
I guess we'd have to put an address of some kind. But
we have to find a replacement Brayden.
I know.
Because people don't want to listen to me talk this much.
Yeah. No, I mean, no. Anyways.
Oh my God, I just had the best idea. We should put up like Podcaster Wanted, like around, and then we should record all of our interviews with people, and that can be a bonus show.
That'd be pretty good.
That'd be so good. We should do that.
Actually would be kind of funny. Just
we
to
should
have
do it. We can try it.
Yeah.
Make it Flyer Henry and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and I guess we can put it on Facebook too.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, but yeah, we are trying to. I mean, slowly but surely trying to maybe try.
We're really not trying, is the thing.
Yeah, it's kind of a lie there, but we are gonna once things kind of settle down, we are gonna try and
why not
find a third, just because it is. Nice
I get
to have
sick sometimes, and then we can't do the show, and that needs to be dealt with.
The things, Jacob number 2 or no, Jacob number 1, who's been on the show before. His schedule should be kind of straightening out a little bit, so we might be able to get him on sometime. So that'll be
fun.
Good. Yeah, he's cool. And then we'll figure it out. And so yeah, hopefully sometime soon we'll get somebody who wants to bear with us.
Our interviews can be each. If we get enough people, it can be each Harry Potter movie.
Oh Lord,
I love it.
Yeah. So
good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Let us know if you have any ideas.
Email us if you're local and you want to be on the podcast.
Yeah. So okay, well, for picks of the week, I'll start off real quick. The big thing I'll mention is They Shall Not Grow Old, the new Peter Jackson directed documentary.
Oh yeah.
About World War I, which is blowing up.
You love that stuff.
Yeah, which is blowing up. It's like and so this one is I think it took a few years to make, but this is directed by the guy who did The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and it's this fully remastered footage of World War I, and it's about these British soldiers going off and fighting in Europe, and the footage is fully colorized and restored, and it's told purely through it's told purely through footage, and there's a narration.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and it's narration voiceovers from actual guys who fought, and so it's not any talking head scenes or anything. It's all actual narration, and so it is kind of it's generic in a good way, because it's like it's a soldier going off to war. It's not just like it's specific to England, and so you could put it as a German soldier, as a American, whatever. And so also, as you're seeing all this normally black and white footage fully colorized very realistically, they also added in all of the sound. And so like when you see someone digging a hole or something, it's all actual added in sound. And then also there's scenes of people who are talking, of like, you see people talking, and they actually hired professional lip readers.
Wow.
And they had actors.
I can do that. I got a deaf grandma.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there are a few scenes where it's like conversations or people are talking. And so
and I'm nosy AF, so I've really honed in.
Right. And so that's pretty amazing to watch. And yeah, it's very moving. And since there aren't really many documentaries about World War I, it feels very unique. And then also, at least with the one I saw, they had a 20 or 30 minute documentary after the credits about how they made it with Peter Jackson.
Wow.
And so that documentary is honestly just as interesting.
That's really funny. I don't know why it's funny, but it is.
And so like, even if you don't see the movie, just watching that documentary is really good.
Yeah.
And it's so, in terms of the restoring, he has a bunch of World War I memorabilia, if that's what we want to call it. And also they're talking
Fair
about...
enough. Yeah, I don't know what else you'd call it.
One funny thing is they were trying to get the sounds for the cannons, and they didn't want to just use generic sounds. And so
they got a cannon.
Peter Jackson was like, and it just so happens that I have a few World War I cannons on hand. And he has these actual working World War I cannons. And so they had these army soldiers fire them off, and they got sounds.
My dad did one by accident once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Whoops. Butterfingers. So, the theater was completely packed when I saw it. So it was full, truly full.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where'd you see it?
South Point.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I think since it is expanding, if you're gonna go, get there early because I think it's really Silver Spot was sold out, so I had to go to South Point.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's
the
movie to see, everybody. It's the
Give
movie
me
to
that
see.
energy though.
Right?
Send some over, Peter. What the heck?
Yeah.
Let me go set off a cannon.
Yeah, right.
And oh my god! Okay.
I'm telling you, it's killer. And so
it's because people love a deal. They're like, I get 2 documentaries for the price of 1. Sign me up.
Yeah, and so it's very good, very moving. Would have been in my top 10. I'll just say that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And just the colorizing of the footage is amazing.
Wow.
But then I watched Bohemian Rhapsody, which was, I'm a big Queen fan, so I liked it somewhat, but I think it relies a lot on that. Then also Rami Malek is quite good.
I don't like him.
I usually don't like him, but he's good in this. I'll say. I'm not like a fan of iRobot or
overrated.
Yeah.
That's Will Smith.
Or
Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot, yeah. And so I think he's good in this, and I think the concert footage is the best parts, or the concert sequences, but there's so much in the movie that feels very generic.
Yeah,
and
looks so glossy.
Yeah, there's nothing terrible in it and nothing offensive, but it's just a little generic.
Right.
Yeah.
Except the director, maybe.
Yeah, the Bryan Singer thing is.
I still don't know about. I don't freaking know.
I know. It seems like it's becoming more and more.
More and more of a thing. That's for sure.
Yeah. So there's got to be something. But.
I agree.
Then I did watch Serenity, like I mentioned, but I think I'll save that for next week, just because it would be a great discussion. It was ridiculous, but worth all the.
That'll
press.
be a good podcast. Tune in for that one.
Yeah, very. If you want a weird movie to go see or watch something different, go see Serenity. I'll just say that, for better and for worse, I think. So then I rewatched Rain Man, which is still so good. I love it. It's so entertaining and so funny, but also very moving. And for all the people out there who say Tom Cruise can't act,
he's so good.
Go watch Rain Man. He is so good in it.
It's true.
And so it really holds up infinitely.
It's true.
And then I rewatched The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey.
Snooze fest.
Which is still good, but it's so overly long.
Snooze
and there's
fest.
so much crap in there that does not need to be there. And I mean, I still like it just as a fantasy movie, but there's so too much in there.
I'd rather read the book.
Does not need to be 3 hours. And the second one is pretty good because there's Smaug, and the dragon is pretty.
Snooze fest. I think they're all boring.
They're definitely not that exciting.
And I love, I'm here, I've read all the books. Snooze fest.
I mean, I like them, but yeah.
Now, to be fair, I do skim some of the fights. I have skim. I'm not. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't live for that.
Sure. I mean, I love the fight scenes in Lord of the Rings. So I love Lord of the Rings, and these are still solid, I think, but way too much in them that doesn't need to be there. And I think that's about it. Oh, and I'm reading two things. So I'm reading The Revenant, which is quite good. Yeah, just a very entertaining.
I knew you'd like the way it was written.
Yeah, and it is interesting. I mean, I knew going in, but there's much more of a, not as a criticism to the movie, but it's more of a world building thing. Like there's more reasons for why the characters are there and all that, which is interesting. Then you'll love this one, Chloe. I'm listening to the audiobook of Under the Skin, written by which is turned into the movie with Scarlett Johansson. And this is the thing, Chloe. So it's written by a guy named Michel Faber, I think is how you say it.
Michel, my least favorite.
All right, that was pretty good. Okay, but Anyway, so this is about a alien who's inhabited this body, and she goes around picking up these lone male hitchhikers on this country road in Scotland. And the thing is, it's much less abstract than the movie, because the movie is incredibly strange.
I was going to say, they're not hitchhikers in the movie.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're...
No, she just stops and it's like, hey.
Yeah. But anyways, this one is they're hitchhikers and they've like broken down, their car's broken down, or they're just walking and they're homeless, whatever. And the book is almost purely these conversations of them driving, and it's just these one-off strange interactions between a guy and this very petite woman who's picked them up in this car. And so, but the whole time there's this very kind of, she has this ulterior motive for it, but it's actually a very compelling read. And it's not anything darker than I'm sure some of the stuff most people read. Like, it's nothing crazy. I mean, it's like, you know, just kind of a thriller, but it's a very interesting, dark novel, and it's an interesting companion to the movie because they are both quite different. So, yeah, that's it.
Well,
just check out Under the Skin, everybody.
I watched both those Fyre Festival documentaries because I hopped on that train.
Yeah.
God knows why. It's been a rough week, y'all. I probably say that every week
I
now.
hear that. Yeah.
We're both always like, it's been rough. But no, I just was like, I got to check it out because I got a tweeter and I said, I got to know what's going on now. But yeah, Hulu 100. Please don't waste your time on both. Like, please don't. It's genuinely a waste of time. Just watch the Hulu one because it's way more interesting, way bigger picture. Funnier, just like better put together for sure. Hulu probably got the rights to all the good stuff first. You know what I mean? Like, it was a real Hunger Games moment. And then they sprinted to that cornucopia, you know? But it's kind of funny. And you kind of got to do it for the zeitgeist, unfortunately. Also, there's some lessons to be learned. Like, it's not a waste of time.
Very.
The Hulu one anyway, because like I said, the social commentary, like, Get off Instagram, people. Live your lives. Don't wish you were other people. It's a waste of time. Those people aren't even real, you know?
Yeah.
So in that vein, like, it is definitely interesting, worth a watch. And also it's funny, but also like the zeitgeist, like, people always make Fyre Festival jokes. They're not going away anytime soon.
Yeah.
Because what a disaster.
Yeah.
But like, so that's definitely worth a watch. Been watching the Dick Van Dyke Show before I go to sleep.
Nice.
Because I love it. Every year, I watch it once a year, basically. I go through the series because it's just a sweet, beautiful show, and I love it so much.
Yeah.
And then Papa Strauss and I have been watching Man in the High Castle like we do.
Nice.
This season is good.
Oh, yeah?
Usually I'm like, all right, well.
I think I've seen about half of the first.
Yeah, usually I'm just like, Papa Strauss and I will watch it, and we're like, okay, interesting, whatever, right? This season, edge of my seat.
Oh, yeah?
Also, one of the reasons it's a really good show is because the most likable character in the show, like the one you're rooting for, is the Nazi. Like, and I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but it's Rufus Sewell, who's like, I mean, he's a he's
great.
Classic.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a staple, right? He's so good. But he fills out the character so well. Like, you're like, gosh darn it.
Why am I liking this guy?
But you're like, oh, what's he gonna do? And he's the smartest person in the room, and you're like, oh my god. But then there's all this other stuff going on, and it's kind of sci-fi, and you just love it. Like, just dive into it, okay? You know what I mean? Like, if it's a snow day or something, don't watch one. Give it a chance. Watch a couple, and you'll be in. Like, if you just watch one, you might be like, whatever. Watch a couple, and you're sewn to it. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Also, like everyone else, I've been watching The Good Place. The finale was last night. So good, still so good. Mike Schur is like my hero.
Yeah.
Incredible. That might be it because I'm lame. I'm gonna watch more movies. I've just been like really, really busy.
Yeah.
I sound really lame saying I've been so busy. But like I've told myself, like, Chloe, you owe like just enjoy yourself. Just watch a movie you're curious about. You can do the stationary bicycle, get back to it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, because along with the writing thing, I'm trying to find either a part-time or a full-time job around here. So I'm going to be recently it's been a little mellow, which is actually kind of good for things that have been happening.
You need
these
burnout
days.
is real, y'all.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. Yeah, hit me hard.
You deserve it, Henry. You deserve a break.
Yeah, and we talked about some things before the show, which, you know.
You deserve
has an effect.
We'll have a Galentine's Day, Henry.
I don't know if I I need a Galentine's Day.
You do. I'm going to throw a Galentine's party. I just decided. You know I love throwing parties.
That is true. I'll go to any party
and
you
his
have.
pancakes and stuff. Oh my God, so cute. Let me figure this out.
I'll always go to any party you have, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, one thing about the They Shall Not Grow Old, in terms of the liking a Nazi character.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, similar. So what's interesting thing about the story is that at least this part of the war, when the Germans would be captured, the Englishmen, when they would start talking to them, they realized how similar they were in terms of their backgrounds. Like they're all kind of shopkeepers and, newspaper boys, whatever. And they ended up having these very kind of good relationships with the Germans, and the Germans would actually help carry wounded to medical areas and everything. And so there's these great panning shots of Englishmen and these German soldiers just hanging out and acting like nothing's really going on. And then there were conversations from both sides saying once they had that happen, they realized how tired they both were of the war, and they didn't care who won anymore. They just wanted to kind of.
Oh wow!
So that's one interesting angle to it that, it's interesting to think about. But
Plus, World War I is quite a different deal, so I don't blame them.
Oh yeah, very. It's because then the old World War II came and that changed things.
That one you were kind of rooting for a side.
Yeah, there's kind of one or the other.
A bit different.
Yeah.
Sorry, France. I'm sorry, but
yeah, yikes. So check that one out if it is showing around you, because I think it's coming back.
Vampire Weekend's new album just came out.
I heard about that.
Goes to I love them.
Yeah. Yeah, I've listened to them, so I haven't heard their most recent stuff.
Love.
Nice.
Newer stuff I like more than the old stuff. But it's like an acquired taste, but I love it.
Yeah.
And I think he's a great lyricist.
Yeah. What's his name?
Ezra Koenig. Yeah, he's a Jew.
Cool.
He and Rashida Jones had a baby.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Good for them. Congratulations if you're listening. So, all right. Well, I guess that about does it for the show. Had plenty to cover today,
Good stuff.
Yeah. And so next week, I'm guessing Serenity.
I'm kind of pumped.
even if we didn't want to do that, I think that's really the only thing that's out now. And so, I think we'll do that next week if all goes well. And then I guess we'll probably find a retro review of some kind to go with it.
I feel like it'll be easy-ish to find a retro for that.
Yeah.
Because it seems weird.
Yeah. Well, it's written and directed by the guy who did Locke and Peaky Blinders.
Okay.
And Allied and
Weird.
Taboo.
Well, I'll see it and we'll talk.
Yeah. So, well, thank you so much for joining us. As always, we hope you had fun. Yeah. And Chloe, as always, thanks for taking the time. I always appreciate it. Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good rest of the week.
Do I say bye now?
If you want.
Oh, no! Now people...
One thing. So stay tuned for the spoiler discussion on Split. Not Split, damn it. What's the word?
Glass. Dang, so I should have said bye already.
We'll say bye in just a second. Yeah, so stay tuned for the discussion, and we'll see you next week. Say bye.
But you said stay tuned and then bye.
But we've already had that conversation.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Bye. Have a good week.
I really love to chase her. Every time we meet, she's alright. She's alright. That girl's alright with me. Yeah.
Oh, not this. Bye. Okay. Not bye.
No,
bye.
Okay. So, spoilers now for Split.
What?
Yeah, I'm putting it at the end of the show. So
bye.
if you have not listened to Split, or if you have not watched what's the movie we were?
Oh yeah,
if you've not watched Glass yet, and you're planning on it, stop listening now. So, all right, what's spoiler stuff?
Number one, I wish the end of this movie was darker because the person who succeeded was the bad guy. Like he's a terrorist, like he killed so many people and everything, like he was so bad, but he like did that, but the end was so like touchy-feely, like now people know, and it's like, what do you want them to know? That Kevin is sad and David is dead? And
so all three characters die, right?
No.
Does Glass not die?
Does Kevin die?
He gets shot
Oh,
with a
yeah,
by
he's
sniper.
super dead. I totally forgot.
Yeah,
he's super dead.
Yeah, and also another thing with Bruce Willis
Oh, yeah,
is
they're all dead.
his death is so...
The mud?
No, the water. He gets drowned.
Muddy water.
Muddy water, yeah. He's just drowned, and it's feels so insubstantial. Like, I think it's supposed to bring out an emotion, but it's like, okay, he's dead now. Like, it doesn't really leave you with thinking about anything about him other than just his son is there. And then with James McAvoy, I mean, I guess that's probably the most emotional of the
my God,
three.
I cried. He's so good.
Yeah,
I cried. When his little face. Oh, I cried. There was another time in the movie where he just had a moment and I said, oh,
Yeah, I mean, he's great.
But it wasn't like a big moment because, I'm not a big moment person. It was a little teeny, he just made like a noise.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's not a joke. Like, he made a little noise. He went like, oh. And I said, oh my God, he's so cool.
Yeah. And so I felt like, it was admirable that they kill off all three characters. That's fine. But I just feel like, especially with Bruce Willis, it's just like, okay, he's dead now. Like, it didn't really do much for me.
Like I said, Dunn really fell flat in this one for whatever reason.
Incredibly.
Whatever reason, definitely the weakest link. But so the thing now, I would have loved it if they had gone more with that angle of like that left you feeling a little more like, I don't know, because now, okay, let me back up. So there was a lot of sentimentality in the end, right? Because the mission was accomplished, and Samuel L. Jackson at that moment, like, Mama, I wasn't a mistake and everything, right? And it's like, okay, sweet. But I wish that they had put in that little and that ring, that like in the background, that noise where you're like, this is weird because this guy's a baddie, and not in the current hip hop way. He's a bad guy,
right? Like just through and through.
Bad, like no bueno, right? So, and I wish there was more of that intertwined with it, like, okay, because David Dunn's the only good guy, and he lost, right? He did. And then the kids are good. I thought they were going to have this weird little, I don't know what their goal was.
Romance?
No, she's too young.
For the guy?
For Joseph?
How old is Joseph?
Think of when Unbreakable was made. Joseph is like 30-something too. Oh my God.
He looks like he's 20 or something. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. I didn't think that much about it.
That's also too young for a high schooler.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyway. Too old for a high schooler. Anyway. But yeah, it's just like I wish it was a little more, the ending had a little more of a note to hit. Mm-hmm. A little more something in there.
And also just the idea of these people revealing to the world through these videos.
Yeah. It'd be gone in a second.
Yeah, and also it's just that idea feels kind of
David Hogg, poor guy. It'd be a real David Hogg scenario all over again.
It feels both kind of a dated idea, but also the thinking about how videos now, when they come out, how it's like 95% of the people who watch it say, "Oh, that's not
exactly
real." Like the one we just had recently. The
French guy. Did you see that French guy who scaled the building to save the baby?
No,
that was dope. Actually, I'm so sorry. I don't think he was French. He was an immigrant. Everybody.
Oh, wait, actually, yes,
and he's a hero.
I do remember that.
Yeah. That was ridiculous.
But no, it's just the recent one with the Native American elder guy. How that's
Nathan.
How that whole dynamic in that video has been switched around, and this person being accused, and then it's like,
don't get me started on that bull crap though.
Yeah,
oh my God.
And so it's like,
throw up that boy. Okay, I know we try not to. Well, you don't care, but I try not to get too, because I'm a very my values in politics are strong in me.
Chloe, I know.
Oh my God, the injustice of him being on the freaking Today Show or whatever.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, to quote unquote explain himself when black kids get murdered in the street for nothing. Oh my God, I wanted to vomit.
Oh man, I didn't
Are
see
you
that.
kidding me? Disgraceful.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I like all the jokes on Twitter about him being the next Supreme Court justice.
Yeah.
Kill me. Oh my God, the injustice. But yeah, the whole thing is crazy. Crazy.
But it's more like people who would watch the videos of the three characters, it's like when he's bending the metal, it's like, oh, that was probably just
fake metal.
Yeah, and so it's like I don't think it would add up to much in the long run. So it just feels very insubstantial.
The third act definitely. Now I like unlike yourself, I adore the first and second act.
I like the first act quite a bit, and then parts of the second. It's not like I was.
They built up so much. I feel like the third act could have so easily been so good, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I was still.
I want to see that tower fight. You know,
that was hilarious
in front of all the people.
I love that. No tower fight. No. I love that. Now this is the other thing that I think would have really added to it. If Sarah Paulson had been working on her own, just this was her personal mission. Like Mr. Glass had his personal mission. He wasn't in a secret society of something. You know, it wasn't like The Last Stand in the Woods. That movie was terrible. But anyway, we love X-Men. We'll pretend that movie didn't happen. Did you hear about Bryan Singer? Dang, who knows?
And then also, the guy who did that is what's his name? He also directed Hercules with The Rock, but he was driven out.
I didn't even know that was a movie.
Like 6 months ago or whatever. Like there was a big scandal about him. So the whole X-Men franchise is being freaking run through the mud.
Bryan Singer is so confusing as a person.
What's the guy's name?
The other guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Continue.
now I will say, I loved the aesthetic of the Secret Society. I thought that was dope. Where the whole restaurant, like the bartender and everything, that was fly AF. Like, I loved that.
Brett Ratner. He's the one.
Oh, Brett Ratner.
Yes.
Wait, which one's Brett Ratner? Show me his face. Oh, good. I got so... Oh, wasn't that Gal Gadot who said that about him? Brett Ratner? No?
Yeah. Maybe.
I get so confused. Brett Ratner.
They're all this.
I was thinking you meant Zack Snyder, and I got really sad and was like,
No.
what?
No.
No, Zack Snyder's still a mensch. Don't worry, everybody.
No.
He's cool.
Although he does look a lot like Bryan Singer. That's weird.
No, he doesn't look anything like him. He looks literally nothing like him, Henry. Henry, I know what they both look like. They don't look... You can look. Anyway. But the... I wish everybody could see that. But, no, there's just like, I just want to go do some, like, I've never had the urge to do fan fiction in my life. I want to go do some fan fiction right now. I know what
so there's
he
Bryan,
looks
there's Bryan Singer.
Now, everybody at home,
There's
look up
Zack
Bryan.
there's Zack Snyder.
They look nothing alike.
I think they
you
do.
Freak.
I think if he was... listeners, let us know. The Film Buds Podcast at
please
gmail.com.
let us know. That's ridiculous.
Anyways.
Zack Snyder looks like if Henry Connick Jr. and Seth Meyers had a baby. Bryan Singer looks like that strange brand of white man. No offense, people out there. Like Jimmy Fallon, who looks
Oh yeah, like a man baby or something.
But also just like, yeah, I don't know. But no, he looks like well, I don't know if you know. Brian Cox is like a British physicist who has a bunch of shows and they're interesting. It looks like him. The point is here, Zack Snyder and Bryan Singer look nothing alike at all.
Okay. But anyways, what was...
And I still don't care about Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, which I actually just watched.
Did you like it? I bet.
It was okay.
No, who cares? Also, they made it... Didn't they make it... Didn't they make it seem like Freddie Mercury left the band first and all this stuff around stuff?
I mean, I don't know the exact story.
Oh my God. They started dating in real life. The girl from Sing Street and Rami Malek.
Oh, yeah?
Lucy...
I don't know.
Bolton? My brain is getting full. Like, I love celeb news, but it's filling up. Also, it's because there's like none, and then
everything.
So now nothing's sticking.
Yeah.
No, because there's like no news. There hasn't been news for a while. God, I'm happy no one's getting divorced today, but still.
You see the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
The new photos?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be
so good.
I think it's going to be good.
But I'm not happy about it. I'm having cognitive dissonance.
But, yeah, so I don't know if there's any other spoiler stuff.
Surely there is. I can't think of it now either. I'm just like, oh, my God. Ugh. Oh, Glass. Now, look. On second watch, I think you're going to be less upset that he didn't talk for the first bit.
Oh, no, I wasn't upset for that. I felt like there just wasn't, because I liked the look, how they characterized him. It's just that by the end of the movie, I just felt like there wasn't much I was learning about him or developed.
Well, it's called Glass because he controlled the whole thing. Now,
I know, but
basically, I think we got to watch it again. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
And I might
watch
be
it
me
again.
being a hopeless romantic here because I want to love it so much. And there was so much there. So much to be desired, though. I think second watch, maybe M. Night, you know. If not for Wayward Pines, I'd be totally convinced that second watch is going to be great. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Give me that Joseph movie. I hope he's in
Joseph
Hollywood
spinoff?
now. He was good.
Yeah.
Come back,
Yeah,
Joseph.
and I want to see more of Anya Taylor-Joy.
She's so good.
She's really good.
She's going to be around for a long time.
Yeah, I think
She's so good.
I still didn't see Thoroughbreds. Did you?
I can't watch that.
No?
I can't. It's
I'll
on
watch it.
Amazon Prime.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But I can't.
I'll watch it at some point.
Just because, like, I was told by a movie lover I trust very much that it is, like, a time. And I can't deal with it. I mean, maybe I'll try. I don't know.